So let me specify var names equals again svg dot append g to group the elements, that is all the text elements, dot select all text. Again for this we are going to pass the same data, that is dot data as information dot descendants. You need to be very careful when you write the spelling of this descendants. Okay, then what we need to do, we need to set the text value as well as the x and y values, that is the positions, right? So names dot enter dot append text dot text. How we could get the text? Function d return what we can get as the text from the descendants. Here we have the descendants and from this we want the text. So here you could specify d dot data dot parent. Why? Because the value is in the data object as parent key, right? So here we have to specify it like d dot data dot parent, and also we need to set the x and y values, that is the positions, right? So let me specify dot attr of x function d return. Suppose we specify the same values like here, what will happen? Let me check d dot x for the x value and dot attr of y to be function d return in brackets tree height minus d dot y. Let's check how it gets displayed. Let me save this. See, we are seeing the value from here itself because this is the value of x and y, that is the starting position of the rectangle. From there itself we are able to see the text also. So we need to make some adjustments. Before that, let me increase the size of this text. So what we can do for that, we can add a class name and specify the font size using that class name. So here let me specify dot classed bigger to be true, and inside the CSS part let me access it, that is dot bigger, and let me set the font size to be say 20 px. Now let me save this and check the output. See, the text size is increased. Next we need to move it inside the rectangle correctly aligned, that is vertically and horizontally centered. So what we can do for that, the total width of the rectangle is 120 px and the height is 40 px. So let me try to add 60 to this so that it will move 60 px towards the right hand side, and we need to move the text towards the bottom as well, that is we need to increase the value of y. So as it is inside a minus, here if we specify d dot y minus 20, what will happen? It will be like tree height minus d dot y plus 20, right? Minus will be plus. It is simple mathematics. So now let me save this and check the output. Okay, it is giving an error. Okay, one more brackets is required to close this one. Now let me save this. See, now the position has moved 60 px towards the right hand side and also 20 px towards the bottom. Now we can make the adjustments using dominant baseline and text anchor values. So here for the text, let me specify text here, and for that let me specify dominant baseline to be middle and also text anchor to be middle. Now let me save this and check the output. See, they are correctly aligned. So what we have done first, we have adjusted the x and y values to center it using the half of the rectangle's width and half of the rectangle's height. So 120 is the total width of the rectangle. So we have added 60 towards the right hand side, that is to position it at the center, and also the height of the rectangle is 40 px. So half of it means 20. Actually we need to add the value to this, but as it is inside a brackets and here we are subtracting it, so I have subtracted 20 from this so that minus will become plus. Now it has moved to the center, and then to actually properly center it, we have used the dominant baseline's value to be middle and text anchor to be middle. Now the text is also positioned correctly. Next, what we need to have? We need to have the connecting lines. So let us do that part next.